back to part 3 of my backtesting session. We were trading my 2-hour intra-week swing trading strategy. If you haven't checked out the previous videos, I highly recommend that you do so. And I'm essentially backtesting this new period together. This is in 2023. And yeah, let's carry on. Let's get started. And for me, I feel like this strategy works really well when there's in like the third and fourth weeks of the month, when there are less red folder news in the New York EM session. And which is why I'm very curious as to the first 2 weeks of the month when you have a lot of red folder news such as ADP, NFP, CPI, PPI, how this strategy actually works. Because my day trading strategy, where I essentially execute in the 5 minute for nasdaq, the first 2 weeks of the month usually have the best trades and the best win rate, and the remaining 2 weeks is not as good. And I feel like those 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of the month, I could maybe just transition to this strategy. So this video is the one I've been looking forward to a lot, and yep, let's get started. So we're here on the daily time frame, and we can see that we've taken out these equal highs. This high has also been taken out, and we're now approaching this daily fair value gap. Keep in mind that I've not seen any of this data before, so it's just literally me walking through this analysis with you for the first time. And ideally, with the previous 3 days are bullish, you might see like a retracement lower. There's two fair value gaps, and also the potential to reject from this fair value gap. But obviously, going into the day, my buys will still be bullish, because the last 3 candles were literally green. So there's no reason for me to take a counter trend trade aiming for this fair value gap unless we get like a convincible market structure shift. So let's see what happens over here. I feel like we should get lower because we've literally gone up continuously without any retracement whatsoever. So let's start off by checking the news for that day. You can see that there's only news at 10 a.m. 3 p.m. Let's go. Wow, okay, so already starting off the week, we already gapped down lower. Yeah, I mean, so far, if we inverse this fair value gap, I'm going to go long aiming for this. Let's see what happens. Okay, literally one of the easiest. Wow, this is looking extremely easy so far. But the only okay, this is good, because I'll probably be awake by like 4 a.m. New York time. So I'm just gonna enter here, SL over here, and TP over here. I feel like we could get stopped out, but let's see how it goes, because these 2 candles have been very bearish. But let's see how it goes. Even if I get stopped out here, I don't mind, because I'm getting a very good RR to like aim over here. So let's see how it goes. I feel like we might manipulate lower with news and then go up, but let's see. Oh, that's exactly. It's funny how exactly what I said ended up happening. We essentially manipulated lower, and then we went up here. Now, yeah, that's just the part of the game. As I said, I think the first 2 weeks, my swing trading model isn't as good. But yeah, I'm going to record this as a loss, so let's get started. So it's 3rd April 2023, Monday. Took this at 8 a.m. We got stopped out literally like an hour. Was an L. This stop loss, swing low. 2-hour inversion aiming at the new week opening gap. However, we got stopped out due to the news. Shit, was it even the news? 1 second. This was the 8 a.m. This was the. Yeah, maybe we got stopped out anyways. So we got stopped out. Potential population for news. How many points was there a stop as well? Actually, I'm very curious to check. 10 points stop. Yeah, I mean, no fucking wonder. Like, sorry, language. Like, obviously, you know what? I wonder if I put my stop here. If I put my stop at the base of this fair value gap, there was a potential, there was a chance I was going long, and I might put it all the way up here. Let's see if I even put it all the way up here. Let's see what happens. Okay, but if I put it up here, they will. Yeah, if I put it over here, like there was a chance, but like 1 hour for a swing trade, it's not that good. Anyways, it's a loss. Let's go to the next trade. What have I even done here? Okay, save the file. Okay, let's go to the next day. Before that, before we go to the next day, I just would like to mark out the previous daily high and low. Previous daily low. Okay, going into the next day, I would like to see price manipulate into this parallel gap and then go higher. Let's see what happens. Let's also check out what news is there tomorrow. Okay, we have the same story. Refold the news as well. Let's see how it goes. I want to see if you got any easy setups in the 4 hour. No, we didn't. Okay. 2 hour. Let's go. Yep, this is the same Monday. Carrying on. And then we start off with Tuesday. Already at 4 a.m. we take out the previous daily high. Come back into this parallel gap. Take out the low of this candle. One second. I just want to check one more thing. Easter date 2023. What I've also noticed is that this week here, the first the weeks leading up to Easter, which is not the first week of April, is always, and the PA is not the best either. Okay, so no setup on Tuesday because we barely. I mean, there's just one inversion here, and we could technically take this to go short, but like I'm very bullish. We just took out the previous daily high, and I don't think we're going to inverse and take out the previous daily low as well. So I'm just going to stay away from this trade. Okay, well, actually, we did end up doing that, and we ended up. Okay, so I could have gone short here. Placed it over here and aim for this would be very bad RR. But we ended up going all the way down here. Okay, let's rebind. Just rewind to Monday in 1 second, and let's mark out this and this. Let's mark out these daily parallel gaps just so we get an idea. And let's remove this previous daily. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so the trade that I did not take right now, actually, we could have taken that, but obviously we missed it, so I'm not going to record it. So there was an inversion here, and there's a daily parallel gap here, and there's another daily parallel gap here. So technically you could have taken this as well. But the reason I didn't take it is because I've seen many of these setups fail as well, and I always prefer to trade in line with the trend. If I aim for this parallel gap, I would have gotten 1.13. And yeah, I could have just aimed for this one, move myself to break even, and then maybe held off for this one. But anyways, it's done. We missed it. It is what it is. Okay, that's done. Now, okay, beautiful. Now I'm looking to go long here, which is on a Thursday. We have ADP on a Thursday, I think, which is not ideal. Yeah, no, ADP is on Wednesday. Okay, ADP was on Wednesday. Thursday, we have unemployment claims. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to going long here at this inversion. The area for concern is that we have these equal lows here, but 50 point stop. I think we might stop this one out and they would not stop here, but it's fine. This is the whole point of this backtesting, is to learn more about the strategy. Yeah, let's just do this, man. Let's go long here and aim for this fair value gap. Let's see how it goes. Wow, it's exactly what I said. You're gonna, these equal lows, stop them out, then went on top. As you can see, like this strategy on the first 2 weeks of the month is really not ideal. Yes, like almost we got stopped out twice, and you've seen we have so many wins here. But this is why it's very important to know your edge. Yeah, and see, then we went to our target. Alright, so I'm pretty sure if we took this on like the 15-minute, I don't think we're gonna so able to view. 15-minute, they would have been like a nice inversion over here. Beautiful trendline liquidity. Go long and aim at this fair value gap. So that's why I have this inversion model as well on the 5-minute. So it's gonna help us stay profitable when you know like different market conditions for different setups as well, different strategies. Sorry. 6 a.m. and yeah, I mean this was essentially stopped in like I'm just gonna say 2 hours. Another L, swing low, 2-hour inversion, but inversion long, but equal lows below, in line with the daily. Got manipulated. Due to news. All right, so let's go to the next one. I mean, Friday is like NFP. I'm not even gonna bother taking anything before that. Yeah, I mean, you could take this here, or could go into. I'm not gambling for NFP. This was the NFP candle. Oh, very, very, very mediocre. And yeah, that's the end of this week. So yeah, I mean, essentially we got 2 L's, and I think that is in line with my expectations as from what I said before. Now let's go back to the daily chart and see what's going on. Before that, let's go to the 4-hourly and see if there were any set up 4-hour inversions I could have taken during this week. Literally none. Maybe just this one to go short, but that's about it. Okay, let's go back to the daily. Previous day high. Previous daily low, previous daily high. And then 2 hour. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's check the news first. Oh, it's a bank holiday everywhere. I think, what was this, Easter? Now, if it was Easter, Friday would be off as well. Oh yeah, it was Easter, Friday, Monday off. So this was the week leading up to Easter. I mean, this is usually very bad PA. So I usually try to avoid that this week. But yeah, let's go. Let's carry on. Okay, let's actually revamp back to this one, because I would have taken this for sure, because you're bouncing up this fair value gap, a lot of trendline liquidity here. But the only issue is that we kind of swept the previous daily high. So this is another thing that I always have mixed feelings about, because you know when you sweep this high, ideally you change direction and then you go down. Because I've seen many instances when if we sweep the previous daily high and we head lower, we don't come back up. We continue to head lower. But then in some scenarios, I've also seen that we sweep the previous daily high, come back lower, and then continue to go back higher. So it all depends on what the draw is. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep this as realistic as possible. I would have gone long here, put my stop here. And my TP would have been on this trend line over here, all of this down here. And yeah, we already know we kind of got stopped out. So, and it was a big, heavy stop out. Yeah, but I mean, we wouldn't be trading this day because Monday is a bank holiday, so this is dumb to trade this day. But yeah, just for the records, this was 10th April. I like to start like the new week with a space between the rows. And this is what just happened. 6 a.m. Swing low. 2-hour inversion. Usually no high taken out, but we reverse and come, but we retrace. Usually have taken out and continuation to longs fail. All right, so let's go to the next one. Boom. Okay, now key area of interest is these two relative equal lows. So let's see. We got another inversion here as well. At 12. I feel like this is a better inversion to take than this one for sure. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I wouldn't take 2 trades on the same day, but the whole point of this is to test and see what happens. Because it's not like we took out any major liquidity. This is probably low on the 1-hour time frame, but let's see. Because at this point we are just like mechanically taking every inversion, which is not the goal of trading. And then we inverse this one as well. We take out this high, we inverse this over here. And now we're on Tuesday. Let's just see if there's CPI coming up. When there's not. At this point, honestly, I'm more inclined to like go short towards these lows. So like, if I went short here, but then there's equalize here as well. Honestly, we're just consolidating this range. Let's see what happens. Then prices consolidating like this is best to avoid until either highs or lows are taken out. So I would not trade any of this if I'm being honest. Yeah, this was just for testing purposes. I didn't even. Yeah, CB took out. Wow, boom. Seems like a CPI candle. This wasn't it? Yeah, CPI candle. Boom. Took out these highs. Okay, now that these highs are taken out. Yeah, I'm being honest. That long that we saw before was for testing because I already told you we're in this range and we're in the range. I would not take a setup from the previous backtesting video. I told you that I would wait for like the highs to get taken out or the lows, and these highs are taken out and we have an inversion here. So now I'm literally looking forward to just literally just go short. This is a very bad SL. Let's rewind to Tuesday and see if there's any targets I can hit on the daily. Okay, perfect. There's this daily fair value gap here that we can aim for. And for our inversion, nothing. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, as you can see, first 2 weeks, man, with this, even the other thing I've noticed is that the week in which there's like a bank holiday, price action is usually extremely bad. So, you know, we had a bank holiday on Monday, and we also had a bank holiday previous week on Friday, and price was just bad. So, yeah, I should have mentioned this before, but I've already mentioned this in my group. So it's one thing to keep in mind, that do not expect the best trading conditions for these weeks. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm very curious for the first week of like, the first week of February was kind of decent, and first week of January as well was kind of decent, I think. But yeah, with the what's it called? Bank holiday is not ideal. So yeah, I mean, yeah, this is what we're gonna head lower. Wow, do you see this? Honestly, are you seeing this? Like every trade is just an L. Bank holiday weeks are certainly to be avoided. Honestly, it's not ideal. Honestly, at this point in time, you're just better off just taking leave and not even trading these accounts because it's just not good. We just got finessed twice. I mean, you could, yeah, man, honestly, it's not good. Another L here. Like what I would do if I really wanted to trade bank holiday, I would just like up my risk, but like half, because for me, not trading is like extremely hard. Or maybe I will just create like a demo account just out of curiosity. So 4 losses in a row, man. That's wild. Like imagine if you just took these 2 weeks off and just chilled, you would come back a better trader mentally, and you would be up 4%. Not even be up 4%. You wouldn't lose 4%. Okay, now that we've saw this diabolical price action, I'm also very curious to do the same testing on the first 2 weeks of May. Ideally the first week of May, sorry about that. Okay. And we've seen this absolute train wreck, absolutely horrible price action. And let's see if there is anything we could have done to know about this ahead of time. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you see like the previous 3 weekly candles also just stuck in this horrific range. So it is what it is. I'm pretty sure next week is just going to be like, we're going to have an amazing week next week. We had like very good ranging price action. I've not even seen it, but okay, to be honest, I don't want to backtest the next 2 weeks. I want to go to the first 2 weeks of May and check out how the strategy is with this strategy. Okay, let's just look at the daily candle. Let's just see. I'm not going to trade this, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have good trades. This inversion long already. This is a better one because I still got this low. We go high here. This is like actually an amazing trade. This is like, I'm literally fast tracking. I'm not even backtesting this one. Wow, this is like a horrible month with this strategy, honestly. It's a horrible month. Kind of, I mean, we've had insane months before, but wow, this was like a horrible month. Continuing to range. Wow, this is some of the worst price action I've ever seen. Can't even imagine trading this. I bet maybe on the 5 minute this would be really good to trade. Because we literally just, oh yeah, take out this low, inversion high, go along here, boom. Reversal to the low, boom. So like on the 5 minute, this is really good. This is why I said having all these multiple strategies in your arsenal is like very good. Finally, we broke out of this range. This is when I would like full port. I'll full port the house on this trade. All this trend line liquidity here. Let's see how it goes. Yep, literally I said, that's what I told you. I would full put the house on this trade, like honestly. Such a good trade. You could even aim all the way high up here. Obviously I'm saying in hindsight, but ideally you aim it at the end of this range. So like imagine you just took all of these losses, continued risking 1%, and just took this one trade. And you already make back like 75% of the losses, so yeah, but let's fast forward to the new month. Because this is when I want to test out this and that's the reality of trading. Not every month is a winning month. I used to think once I get this 100 account, like I'm chilling. Wow, beautiful. We got another bank holiday week, man. Just wow. In May, what? It's fine. Let's still test it out. First May. See anything good? Nah, I'm out. Oops, stop. We just saw this get inverted over here. But this is going to like a daily fair value gap, or another 2 hour fair value gap, so I wouldn't even I wouldn't even take this if I'm being honest. I mean, yeah, you could argue like, oh, I went short here, and then yeah, I put my sell here, and then I targeted here. Yeah, whatever. That's not happening. Monday is a bank holiday, so no trading. First of all, wow, what even happened here? There wasn't even just the jolts opened so bad, huh? 10 a.m. news. Okay, now actually now it's looking better, because now ideally if you can invert this we can go long, but I would not be surprised if it continues to head lower. Okay, so this is kind of good because it's a bank holiday week and there's just no inversions to take, so it just kind of avoids you from taking dumb trades. Like at this point I would just go would it even be worth going short here to like at this point my strategy has just become completely mechanical, a mechanical inversion to our bot. Well, I'm seriously rethinking it is what it is. Okay. If I took let's rewind here and see if there's any good targets on the daily. Okay, we're in the daily fair value gap, so I'm definitely not going not going short here. So let's remove this. Yeah, see, if I want short, I'd have gotten stopped out. No, oh, there is a I snoozed on this, man, honestly. Okay, I would have taken this. I don't want to believe you or not, I would have taken this, because we're in the daily fair value gap and I would just aim at this height just to get good RR. This one would be fine as well. No, actually, we're not even at 2 hour. This would be good, but if we're gonna go here, we might as well go here. So let's just see. As I said, boom, look at that, look at that, look at that precision and accuracy. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You don't have to trade every single day. We didn't trade the entire, oh my days. We didn't trade the entire weekend. We just went long here. And what time did we go long? 12. So any long, what I've noticed is that any inversion after like 10 a.m. is like a high probability inversion. And any inversion prior to 10 a.m. is a low probability inversion. So let's continue. Let's record this. What day is it? It's Thursday, 4th May, 05/2023. Thursday, 4th May. Okay, so what I would do, now looking at this is kind of a new thing as well. What I would do is, if I'm trading this strategy in the first 2 weeks of any month, because there's so many red folder news, I would only take inversions after 10 a.m., nothing below that. So that's another thing that I just added for my backtesting, which is very good. Inversion long in the daily fair value gap. Okay, and to be honest, that's it for now. This video is already quite long, if I'm being honest. And yeah, this just goes to show you, I think this is kind of like break even, I would say, because we kind of took that long in the end of April, which is around 3 hour. Another one which is like 5. So this adds up to like probably around 5.2 hour. Out of these 4 losses, 1% risk each, we're still up. So yeah, that's how it is in trading. Not every day is a winning day, and every month is a winning month, and every week is a winning week. But that's how it goes. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.